this week
Symbolic.
overall. Yes, nothing to look at. Very bad week for most of the managers. Not many points. The only saving grace for a lot of managers were Salah and Trent. Unfortunately, Hose didn't
Don't.
have either of those, and his saving grace was the Brighton trio and Kane.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. So, Hose,
And
what are
it
your
was such an
plans?
unlucky week with Chilwell getting injured, Ake getting injured, and also if Ake got injured a couple of minutes later, he would have banked his clean sheet as well. March getting injured as well. My plan now is to get rid of Kane and get in a Newcastle defender and attacker, Wilson most probably, and probably ship out March or Chilwell. I have two free transfers, so I'll have to decide on what I want to do. I was just waiting to see if De Bruyne plays the whole 90 minutes because he's also under consideration. If I don't go for him, I'll take Alvarez for Watkins and then Salah for probably Saka or something.
Yes. Either of those City players now looks like this will be the same team which will be playing the second leg as well in
Yeah,
City,
definitely.
Manchester. Yes, so that's why we can look at players like Alvarez Mahrez who had a great
Yeah,
week last week, and apart from that, maybe defensively, if you want, you can go for someone apart from probably Stones, who is not the one who is always available. So Ederson and Diaz, maybe if you want to go for the defensive part. But apart from that, yes. So you're very firm on Wilson Host, or are you concerned about the minutes Isaac may be getting or something like that?
I would prefer Wilson right now because towards the end of the season, I think he will get more minutes. And now that we have seen Isaac and Wilson starting together, it means that Wilson will almost get as much minutes as Isaac in the two matches that are coming.
So just to add to that, so I was reading in the Newcastle forum. So Longstaff wasn't playing. So if Longstaff is back in the team, probably he gets in that team, and Isak is bench probably. Like that's what, because going to attackers, Eddie Howe doesn't like going to attackers. It's very aggressive, is what he has mentioned. So probably we have seen Wilson not being able to play 3 weeks in 3 games in a row. So he has played
Yeah.
already two, and this might be his third. So he will mostly miss one of those double game weeks. But yes, he has still now outscored Isaac, even though missing those minutes and everything. He has still outscored
Yeah.
Isaac. So it's on to you, whoever you want to
Mm.
choose, and probably most of will go with a Newcastle attacker as their captain, if I'm not wrong. Seeing now how Haaland has played the 90 minutes in 4 games, even we can't be sure he gets the minutes. So it's either Salah or the Newcastle defenders, or maybe a Newcastle attackers, or maybe a Brighton midfielder. But again, that is what keep in mind and accordingly act, because you will be selecting your captain as well indirectly. So for me as well, currently looking at shipping out uh, Watkins for Isak or Wilson, not yet sure. And if there is a need, probably I can go for from March to Mahrez, or someone like that, punt. But let's see, not yet decided. We'll wait for the press conference and hear what the managers have to say. So
So,
apart from
for
that,
those of you who don't know, Brighton and Newcastle have a double game week this week, and so you should be targeting to have three Brighton and three Newcastle. And next week, I think City and United are the teams to target.
yes. Also, before we go to the next part, one more question, host. So you can see my backline is Trippier, Alexander Arnold, Estupinian, and Boatman. Like I have those 4 players, out of which, except for Alexander Arnold, other three have a double game week. So what are your thoughts? Do you play Trent over Estupinian, where Trent has a Leicester City fixture, and we have seen them shipping goals for fun, while Estupinian has Newcastle and a decent team, like I can't remember. But yeah, so what are your thoughts? Can you just tell me?
So for me, I would always want a double game week player. I wouldn't want a double game week player sitting on the bench. But because this is Alexander Arnold, that's the only reason why I'm even considering. Like I would think about playing Alexander Arnold over Estupinian. So the thing is, do you think Liverpool will keep a clean sheet? I highly doubt they'll keep a clean sheet away at Leicester because Leicester are scoring goals. So then you are only banking on Alexander
Right.
Arnold's attacking return, which would be like 7 points if he loses the clean sheet. So that's why I think Estupinian without any returns would get around 6 points in
So,
2 games. So
Yes, Estupinian has Arsenal and Newcastle this game.
yeah. So I think even if Brighton lose, he would get 4 points. So the bottom is 4 points for Estupinian, but probably if he returns or if he keeps another clean sheet, it could go up to 10. So for Alexander Arnold, I don't see more than 7 points, and 10 is the maximum I can see Alexander Arnold scoring. For Estupinian, the ceiling is a bit more higher because he has two matches.
It's interesting. So we'll keep that as a final thought as well. Once the deadline is near, we'll think more about it. You can join us for the remaining season of FPL. The league code is mentioned and in the description box below, and come play with us. So moving